The second leg of the weekend swing for the Down East Auto Parts Stars, just east of the Harbor City here on High Button Sports. My name is Dayton Camo, welcoming you back inside the Q-Plex from Quispamsis, New Brunswick for a Maritime Major Girls Hockey League rematch between the Down East Auto Parts Stars and the Fundy Kraken. And we're off. The Stars have a quick offensive chance right off the shot. Saved there. And now the Kraken back up the other way. That's LeBlanc sending that one deep into the corner. Dickey's on it. Out front, a chance quickly. Shot Dickey, just sent that wide. Now Bootley is on it at the point. Battle along the near side wall. This one gets sent out into the slot. And now a battle in the corner for it. McKenzie comes away with it. Sends it cross ice. Matheson tried to make a move, but it's taken away, and now Duguay picks it up for the Kraken. Sent out to neutral ice. Davidson to Lutley. Lutley's shot just goes wide. That top line for the Stars back out here. Somerville picks it up for the Kraken. Sends it to Bex. Bex, her shot just goes wide. Bex had the lone goal for the Kraken in yesterday's meeting. Now this one gets sent back in for Lutley. She'll send it there to Larkin. Up to Fitzpatrick. Now Ricketson tries to make a move there on Fitzpatrick, and this puck gets sent back out to neutral ice. Battle for it there. Myers sends it cross ice to Larkin. She'll put it off the glass, out to neutral ice. And this one's sent back down into the Stars' end. They'll work it in, drive wide, drop back. And now it's driven in front. McKenzie trying to make a move. And this one's covered up. First whistle of the game coming. 17:41 left to go here in the first period. Shots 3-2 so far in favor of the Stars. In net today, again for the Stars, Tegan Young. And for the Kraken, Morgan Redmond. As this one gets sent into the corner. Picked up, sent along the wall. And sent back down there for McInnes. She gets pinned along the wall, and it's Fitzpatrick who picks it up. Now it's back down into the Stars, and they'll regroup and start a break out here up the far side wall. It's chipped back to center. Now McKenzie sends this one in. Now Walker down deep, circling high along the top of the zone. She's gonna work in, back down low. Tries to send a shot in front. This one's worked to the side, back out to the half wall. Now back down to the corner. McKenzie tries to find Matheson in front. A great save there in front by Redmond. That's back down there in the corner. Couple chances at the side of the net, and this one is turned aside. Couple good chances in front for the Stars, but Redmond standing tall to the task, and we're knotted at zero still here with 16:06 left to go here in the first period. Shot from the point, that one goes wide, and Bex is on that one, picking it up at the half wall. She's going to chip it out to center. It's corralled there and picked up by Duguay. Duguay sends it up the wall. Now sent cross ice. Mullins leaves that one there for Citron. Citron up the wall. Into neutral ice across to Mullins. Mullins with the hat trick yesterday. She'll be looking to spark her team for more offense here today. Another shot from Mullins. That one goes over the net. Now she's back out in front. A shot blocked by Duguay. Duguay tries to clear this puck, and now it's Bex picking this one up. She's going to make a move. Puck gets stuck in the feet of the linesman. And now Duguay sends it back to Bella Marshall. Marshall up to Bex. Chips this one to the line. Can't get out. And now Somerville going to try and carry this one in. It gets poked back to the red line, and now Larkin will be on the chase there for the Stars, sending this one quickly back up to Mackenzie. Mackenzie making a quick move there, or Candace Player, excuse me. Now a shot side of the net, and this one is saved. A good shot in front. Chance from McInnes. Tried to go short side, couldn't find a hole there. And the Stars pouring on the shots here early. 7-2 the shots in favor of the Stars. Now Larkin sends this one back in. Duguay sends it up to LeBlanc. LeBlanc has that poked off her stick. Now Larkin sends a shot through that one. Off the stick, the paddle there of Redmond. Now the Stars start a cycle down there in the offensive zone, but Duguay picks this one up, sends it off the glass, and that will jump over the line, and it'll be back out to neutral ice. Larkin sends this one up. It's all the way down the ice. Redmond comes out to play it. Now battle for it at the Kraken blue line. This one finally gets picked up by Garnett. She'll send it into the Kraken end, try to center it out front. This one poked off a stick, and now Bex is on it. Bex in the corner. Heidi Bex gets pinned down there by Fitzpatrick, and Little comes up with the puck. Now Bex trying to work out in front. She takes a shot, and that one's off a stick and into the netting. Good chance there from Heidi Bex. Trying to work out from the slot and snap a quick shot on. Just can't get it on net. It's off a stick and up into the glass. We'll get a face off here to the right, or to the left of Tegan Young. Face off, one back to the point. It's Duguay. She's going to send a shot through. That one goes wide. And now Mullins on it for the Stars. She's going to cut through, make a move, try to drop this one back. Shot goes through, can't make its way to the net, and this one gets poked back out to the point. Gets lost in the skates, and now Citron will pick it back up. Now it's a battle for it along the half wall. Duguay will pick it back up. Pitch and catch with Marshall behind the net. And now it's back up the wall. Somerville had it on her stick, knocked her attacker over, and now we're going to pass up quickly up the neutral zone. Tried to hit Mills, but Can't corral that one, and now it's back into the Kraken end. Boutelier sends it up the wall. Now player sends it back to the line. Larkin gonna try to send a backhand in. It's off a skate. She gets a rebound out to player. That one's over the net. A loose puck in front. This one's behind the net. Sent out front. But Mills picks it up. They'll be back out to the neutral ice. Player drops it back to Larkin, who sends it up to Boutelier. Chipped up to Ricketson. Ricketson goes up the wall to Wilcox. Wilcox trying to break in. This one gets sent back to the line. Cosman sends it to center. Now quick up by Matheson to McKenzie. McKenzie sends this one in, and it's covered up by Redmond. We'll get a stoppage play with 10:39 to go in the first period. Walker on the draw for the Stars. She wins that one ahead to the corner. Now Matheson on the half wall trying to break out, but puck taken off her stick by Little, and now the Kraken are away. That pass broken up by Fitzpatrick, and now Matheson has it at the top of the circles. Gonna get to the red line and try to chip that one in, but can't get past the Kraken defender. Now Mullins tried to work her way in. It's back up the wall to Dickey. Dickey plays it to the soft space, and now Little chips this one out to center. Fitzpatrick sends this one up the wall. Now Lutley tried to break in, back to Fitzpatrick at the point. Now Mullins has it on her tape, taken away, and now it's back to the point. Fitzpatrick keeps it in. Mullins behind the net, drives out front, tried to center it, but it's quickly stopped by Redmond, and we'll have another face-off down here in the Kraken end with 9:23 to go in the first period. Face-off comes back to the point, gets over the stick of Citrome. Now it's banged back up the boards, out to neutral ice. This one gets sent back down into the Stars end. Fitzpatrick, or Citrome, on it. Sends it up the wall off the stick of Mullins. Now it's back down into the Stars end. Citrome. Pass to center, that's off the stick of Lutley. A couple players collide, and now the puck gets sent back into the Kraken end. Cosman has that one stolen away from her, sent back down in for Legier. Legier's on it. Now Gandel sends this one down to Fitzpatrick out front. A quick shot saved there, turned away by Redmond. Now the Stars trying to make something out of this chance offensively, but Redmond able to cover up. Quick face-off coming. That face-off one back to the Stars. A shot coming from the slot. It's turned aside. And now Duguay sends this one around the wall. Little's there, sends it to LeBlanc. She's going to get the line and send it in. This one will go for an icing. We're going to face off back down on the Kraken end. LeBlanc just not able to get the right side of the red there, and we've got a face-off to the left of Morgan Redmond. Back to the point. Shot goes wide, and it's chipped out to neutral ice. Now the Kraken breaking their way in. LeBlanc sends a shot in. Rebound corralled by the defenseman, and now Caden's player working her way up the ice. She's got speed, gonna try and break her way through. Gets around the Kraken defense, but Cosman there to pick up the loose puck. Now McKenzie sends it back down. Matheson in the slot. Picked up by McKenzie. Try to go back to Bradley at the point. And now Bradley picks it up. Quick pass along to her partner. And now Matheson at center ice sends it up the wing. That's out of the reach of Walker. Now Boulier, a quick stop up, sends a pass the other way. Now Garnett tried to hit Bex at center. Now it's back to Cosman up the wall. Bex is on the chase there. Now a good stick by Garnett. Chipped it up the wall. Bex sends that one in. Gets tripped up, and then this puck will come all the way back out, gets sent in to the Stars, and Fitzpatrick stops up, makes a move, sends a pass to the middle of the ice. This one gets sent back down to Bradley and up the wall. Threw a couple of sticks there at center ice. It's picked up by Dickey. She'll lose it in her feet, and now it's another loose puck battle here along the near side wall. Duguay sends this one across. Legier sends it up the ice. And this one will be called offside. Six minutes left to go here in the first period. Shots 13-3 in favor of the Down East Auto Parts Stars. Lutley and LeBlanc on the face-off. Face-off won by Lutley. Back to Gandal. Gandal sends the puck up the wall to Mullins, but she's rode into the boards there. Now Duguay trying to make a rush up the ice. Back to Gandal. Now this puck's up the wall. Shot coming in and a save by Young. Offensive zone face-off coming up for the Kraken. Look to see if they can get something going. Face-off won there by the Stars. Fitzpatrick will send it around to Mullins. Up to the point, and Cosman sends it back in. Young stops it up there. And this one will be sent down the ice, an icing call coming. And this one will be charged to the Stars. Icing call will make the faceoff come back to the right of Tegan Young once again. Lutley, Fitzpatrick, and Mullins out here for the Stars, with Bex, Garnett, and Galland for the Kraken. And this face-off going to be brought out to center ice. Kraken win that draw and send it down into the offensive zone. Bex gets a stick on it in front, a chance, and a quick whistle. Puck was loose in front. Bex was looking to bang home the loose puck. And a little premature whistle there from the man in stripes. Sends a face-off to the right of Tegan Young. Now Heidi Beck's making her way from the penalty box into the tunnel, down into the dressing room for the Kraken. So safe to say their most dangerous player offensively, not on the ice or the bench with them right now. Now LeBlanc sends this one back in. Picked up by Somerville, sends a puck out front, and now this one's picked up by Player. She'll drive wide down the wing. She's still got it along the half wall. Driving out to the line. This one stays in. Now she gets caught up by a stick there of LeBlanc. Back to the point to Myers. Myers sends a shot in. Saved by the pad, and they score. Caden's Player leads the flyby on that one. And she bangs home the opening goal of this game. And the Stars take a 1-0 lead. This puck sent back down into the Stars' end. McKenzie sends it back down the wall. Back to the point to Fitzpatrick. Loose puck comes out, and they've got a 3-on-1. Numbers are away for the Kraken. Good shot off a shin pad. And now Walker away for the Stars the other way, driving in deep. Stars changing. She's looking for an option. Back to Bradley, down low. Now Mullins circling out near the half wall. She's going to get to that puck along the near side or the far side walls. Try to bang one in front. A loose puck for Walker. That one just goes wide. Now Somerville. This puck gets sent to center ice. Stars will try and break in now. Lutley sends a shot off the post, and Duguay picks it up. Off the wall, and now Fitzpatrick breaking in again with it, driving wide. Try to send a backhander to the slot. It's picked up by Garnett. Now the Kraken will break away. She's 1-on-3. Gonna try and drive her way to the net. She's still got it. Now a good drive to the near post by Garnett. Now Mullins has it away for the Stars. She's going to drop it there. That shot doesn't make its way to the net. Now Lutley sends it around the boards to Citron. Citron has it down low. Players battling for it along the near side wall, and finally gets back to Citron. Citron sends a shot on, quickly snagged by Redmond, and now we're going to face off with 1:47 left to go here in the first period. Shot 16-6 in favor of the Stars. Haven't seen if Heidi Becks has made her way back to the bench, and now Garnett will also make her way down the tunnel for the Stars, or for the Kraken, as this one's sent down into the Stars' end. And there she is, Heidi Becks right back there on the ice, so it's a good sign for the Kraken. Somerville sends this one up to Dickey. Dickey on the near side wall, sends it cross ice to Becks, driving in wide. She's going to make a move, can't get past her defenseman, and now it's up the wall. Past Duguay, and now player taken down. Somerville going to be called there for the trip. And now the Stars will head off to the man advantage. Face-off one across, back to Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick sends it back across the ice to Larkin. Larkin back across to Fitzpatrick. She'll work her way up. Tried to send one in, and now it's cleared out all the way down the ice and back into the Stars' end. Larkin's there to pick it up for the Stars. She'll make a move on Little. Send it to Mullins. Mullins gonna find some space and use it. She's got the speed. She's gonna work her way in. Mullins has it poked off her stick, drops it there, and Duguay will send it down the ice. Fitzpatrick has two Kraken on her. Lutley picks it up the half wall. She's gonna poke it up ahead to Player. Player tries to find McInnes breaking in, but that one's taken away from her. Duguay sends a puck up to neutral ice. It's back there, and that'll do it for the first period as the horn sounds. Stick around on High Button Sports. We'll be back right after this with the second period of play.
Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross & Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cash. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family-owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross & Sons, scrap metal made simple. Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross & Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cash. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family-owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross & Sons, scrap metal made simple. Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross & Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cash. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family-owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross & Sons, scrap metal made simple. Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross & Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cash. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family-owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross & Sons, scrap metal made simple. Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross & Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cash. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family-owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross & Sons, scrap metal made simple.
Second period of play on High Button Sports. We're back at the Q-Plex in Quispamsis. Between the Down East Auto Parts Stars and the Fundy Kraken. This one gets sent down deep into the Stars end. They're going to start the breakout. Duguay's on it down there. Sends it back to neutral ice. Bex picks it up for the Kraken, back out to neutral ice. Lutley's there for the Stars. And Larkin going to send it in. Just under 30 seconds left to go on the power play here for the Stars. As Somerville still in the box. Now McKinnis sends it back to Lutley. Back to Larkin at the point. Her shot doesn't go through. Now down low. Shot saved by Gillespie. And now Lutley back to the point. Fitzpatrick's shot blocked in front by Little, and this one gets to the point. Taken out. Fitzpatrick and Somerville run into each other there at the blue line, and this one will be sent back in. Bex has it go through her skates. Now Mullen picks it up. Sent out to neutral ice. Now LeBlanc has a chance away for the Kraken. She's going to work in. Puck gets taken off her stick, and now it's back out to neutral ice. Mullins feeds it up, can't break it in, and now this one finally gets sent down into the corner. LeBlanc battling forward along the wall, and now Cosman on it. She'll work it down there to LeBlanc, who gets it taken away from her. Down into the corner now. Duguay sends it up the wall. Now it's back down into the corner to LeBlanc. Out front, a quick save. A nice chance in front. Now LeBlanc picks the puck up in the slot. She's going to work in, get the red line, and send it deep. And now Mackenzie trying to race for it, but this one gets sent to the wall. And now Matheson tries to send one in front. Cosman there to pick it up with the Kraken. Sends it into the corner. Ricketson can't get to it. Now it's back for Leger. Leger tries to find Cosman. That one goes by her. Now it's back up the wall. Shot off a stick, and now a chance for a quick break there. But it's back up the wall for the Stars. Mackenzie. But Leger sends it back to the Stars blue line. Now it's down deep. It'll go for an icing. And this one will come back to the Stars end. We'll get a face off to the right of Tegan Young. Now a quick pass up to Mackenzie. Mackenzie breaking in there. Quick save by Gillespie along the near side post. Now this one gets driven in to the Stars end. It'll be a stop by Young in front. Now we'll get a face off down in the Stars end. This face-off will have to be redone. Mills comes in to take the draw for the Kraken. This one won back by Lutley. Along the wall to Mullins. Now it's up the wall into neutral ice. Here come the Kraken trying to break in. Cosman sends this one down the wall. It's deep behind the Stars net. And now Mullins picks it up. Works out to center ice. Now Lutley's driving wide, tries to cut in a quick shot over the net. Now LeBlanc. Up the wall. And Mullins can't break this one in. Duguay trying to break it back in here for the Kraken. She'll drive wide into the corner, trying to center one out front. Now it's picked up by Gandon. Bradley, she gets run into. Now LeBlanc putting pressure on in the offensive zone. Mullins tried to chip one out to the blue line, can't get out. Now Bex will send this one in. LeBlanc picks it up in the corner. Tried to center one out front, a quick chance in front for the Kraken, and this one gets cleared out by Mullins. Now she'll work this one off the glass, and Bootley will pick it up down there for the Kraken. Now Mackenzie working her way around back to the point. Citrome sends a shot through off the blocker. Duguay. Now Caden's player. Working her way around the far side wall. It's Legier who'll send a puck, or LeBlanc, excuse me, will send a puck around to Bex, but that one is off the stick of Bex. Player in front, tries to send a backhander in front. That one's turned aside, and that'll be covered up for a face-off with just over 14 minutes to go here in the second period. This puck comes out to the top of the circles. Matheson picks it up for the Stars. Tried to send it back to the point, but couldn't make it. Now pass out front. Back into the corner, and Legier is there to pick it up. Now out to the point. Gets taken away. It's the Stars on the regroup. They'll send it back in, down deep, around the boards. Now Walker sends a shot on in front. That one's snagged by Gillespie, and we'll get a face-off here again. Shots now 21-11 in favor of the Stars. Lutley and Somerville on the draw. Lutley will get kicked out. Mullins comes in to take it for the Stars. Mullins wins this one to the half wall. Now Myers at the point. Her shot, quick tip in front. That one just goes wide off the stick of Mullins. Now up the wall. Dickey tries to send this one out. Hits a stick of Lutley, or skate of Lutley, and now they're back out to center ice. Dickey picks it up. Now Garnett tries to work in, and this one's just offside at the Stars line. We'll get a face-off here. 12:57 left to go. This face-off won by the Kraken, taken into the Stars end. Sent back to the point to Boulier. She'll send a shot in. It's off a shin pad, and now a chance away for Caden's player. She's going to break in wide, a loose puck. She'll get to this one, try and center it out front. And McInnes has that one taken off her stick. Now Boulier picks it up again behind the net. She'll send it into the corner for Duguay. Duguay picks it up to Bex. Bex chasing there for it. LeBlanc will send this one in. Now a quick pass out to neutral ice by the Stars. Broken up there by Leger, and then this one will be an offside call as the Stars touch up. That'll bring the face-off right back outside the Kraken end. We'll get a face-off right in front of us. A face-off one there by the Kraken. They'll drive it in deep into the Stars' end. Now it's back to the point. Leger sends a shot through, can't make it to the net. Now it's back to the point. Cosman's shot just goes wide. Now back to the point to Cosman again. She'll send one through just off the stick of Matheson, and now she'll send it across to Citron. Back up to Leger. Now a quick pass out. Can't hit the stick of McKenzie, and now it's back to Cosman up the wall. A battle there at center ice. Somerville pins it along the walls. McKenzie comes to pick it up for the Stars. She gets dumped there by Cosman. And now Fitzpatrick tries to drive it in wide. Cosman first on it there for the Kraken. Now Somerville has it stripped from her. Walker gonna walk in. She's got a stick tangled up, and now Citron trying to walk in. Back down to Walker. Drops it for Citron. She's gonna walk in. Backhander on net. This one's turned aside by Gillespie. And now puck sent back down into the Stars end. Beck's on the chase there. She's going to try and beat the race out for the puck, but she can't get to it. It's down back into the Kraken end. Lutley sends a shot through. Tried to center in front. Goes through everybody, and now it's back into the half wall. Lutley sends it back up to Citron. Drops it back for Mullins, and that one will come all the way back out. Mullins is going to go for a skate. Drives wide. Sends it back down in. Gillespie drops it there for Boutelier. Boutelier picks it up. She's going to go for a skate. She's got room. Now the Kraken are away. Boutelier sends it down into the corner. Now Dickey tries to cycle back there, but Boutelier had retreated back to the point. Now Duguay breaks it in. She's going to take a shot off the blocker of Young, and that one's into the netting for a stoppage of play here with 9:03 left to go here in the second period. Mills and Player on the draw. Quick shot from the point from Marshall. Doesn't get through all the sticks in front. Now McInnes picks it up. Sends it across to Player. Player's shot off the blocker in front. Saved by Gillespie, and now a quick whistle will stop this play, and we're going to face off with 8:44 to the right of Mara Gillespie. And now the line of Dickey, Becks, and LeBlanc back out there for the Kraken, trying to get something going here late in the second period. LeBlanc kicked out, and Dickey will come in to take the draw. She wins it back. Boutelier stops up behind the net. She's going to turn to a little spinorama. Sends one out front to LeBlanc. And nice little break out there from the Kraken. This one quickly taken back by Player. Player driving in. She's going to drop it there. Shot in front, and that's tipped home on the rebound. Caden's Player knocks home the loose puck off the pad of Gillespie, and she's got her second of the game. It's 2-0. Now a battle along the near side wall. This one's chipped out to the blue line, can't get out, and now the Kraken will try and get the puck out of their own end into neutral territory, but it's taken away there, and Kraken get it back. Now it's chipped back into the Kraken end, Marshall on it. Back up the wall. Bradley sends it back across. Picked up by Fitzpatrick. Good stick there by Duguay. Knocks this one back to the point. Shot sent on. That one's turned aside, and now it's cleared to the corner. Up the wall now. Lutley has it deep for the Stars as their top line gets back out here on the ice, but that one's quickly snagged by Gillespie, and we'll get a stoppage play here with 7:02 left to go. We're going to face off to the right of Gillespie. And LeBlanc comes to take the draw. Face off one back to Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick sends a shot in, and that one's covered up. We'll get another quick draw here. Fitzpatrick working her way out to neutral ice, and now Bex picks it up. She's got speed, driving down the wing, tried to center it for Garnett, and that one's picked up at the blue line by Boulier, sent in. Now Mullins on the near side wall. She's breaking in. Ellie Mullins sends a shot off the side of the net. Might have got the blocker. Now Fitzpatrick sends it back down deep. Mullins picks it up down low behind the net. Tried to center it out front to Lutley, and that one's saved by Gillespie. Now Dickey has that puck poked away from her. Fitzpatrick trying to make a move up through the middle of the ice. She gets to it, but Boulier closes the lane and gets to the puck first. Up the wall. Out to the slot, picked up in front by Mullins, but now Boulier with a good stick in front to deny her, and now Lutley sends that one up top. A quick shot out front is sent up top off the water bottle, and that one will put the Stars up 3-0 here in the second period. A good shot there by Emily Lutley. Somerville and Player out there on the draw. Draw one ahead for Somerville, but it's taken away by the Stars, and back down deep. Marshall's on it for the Kraken. She'll send it along the wall to Ricketson.
Stars goal scored by number 14, Emily Lutley, assisted by number 98, Ellie Mullins.
Now a quick chance in front for the Stars. That one gets turned away. It's back to the point. Citrome sends a shot through. This one's sent back down the near side wall. Players battling for it down there in the corner. Now it's Duguay. Picks it up behind the net. She'll drive out to neutralize. This one's chipped out by Little. But now Citron will walk in and send a shot in, and this one's called. And we'll get a penalty coming to the Stars. That'll be Caden's player. She's got 2 goals already this afternoon. She'll be in the box for 2 or less here for the Hook. Now a chance for the Kraken to get some offense going here on the power play. Boulier drops this one back down over the stick of Bex, and now gets cleared down the length of the ice. Gillespie will play that out. Lutley out to chase. Boulier taken away by Lutley. Back up the wall to Citron. Tried to send a shot through, and now Cosman picks it up. Now away go the Kraken on the man advantage. Dickey sends it back to Cosman. Makes a move at the point. Cosman able to keep that one in. Now Dickey sends it down low. Back up to the point to Cosman. She keeps that one in, but it's quickly knocked back down the length of the ice by Lutley, the goal scorer. Now, out through the middle of the ice, Mullins able to pick that one up at center, and now LeBlanc working in. Tries to make a move, working in, now gets the puck back, down low in the slot. She'll center it out front, this one just through the crease. Now back to the point. Marshall to LeBlanc. Duguay has that one chipped by her, and now it's a race for the puck. Marshall and Mullins on it. Marshall going to get to that one first. LeBlanc turns up the wall, picks it up off a shin pad there. Fitzpatrick. Now she'll send this one back across to Larkin. Larkin sends it down. Duguay has a stick on that. 18 seconds left to go here in the penalty to Caden's player. Now a battle along the near side wall. Now it's worked down deep into the Stars' end. Just under 3 minutes remaining here in the second period. Player works it out. She's driving wide, looking for a third in this game. Now Mills has that one poked off her stick. It's back to the half wall to Mullen. She's going to try and work her way in. That shot off a stick and into the netting. With just under 2.5 to go here in the second period. Shots now 34-12 in favor of the Stars. Face off one back by the Kraken to Boutlier. She picks it up. Sends it across to Cosman. Cosman's pass is off a pair of skates, and it's out to neutral ice. This one's picked up by Somerville. Somerville sends a shot on, and now it's turned aside into the corner. Back out front. This one comes down deep into the Kraken end, and now Boutlier runs in to the corner, and now there might be a penalty coming. Looks like there will be. Body contact penalty. So body contact penalty to Ella Boulier will send the Kraken to the penalty kill. And the Stars will have a chance on the power play. Puck gets sent to Dickey, and Dickey will send this one the length of the ice. picked up now and sent across to Walker. Walker driving in. As Duguay gets set and sends that one down the length of the ice and kills some time here on the penalty kill. Sent up to center ice. It's picked up by Matheson, but that one's worked in offside. Walker was just a step ahead of the play, and we'll get a face-off right outside the Kraken end. Mills comes in for the draw for the Kraken, but it's won by Lutley out for the Stars. Back to the point. Myers just chips this one ahead. Lutley's going to touch up, and we have a penalty coming. This one's going to go against Raina Fitzpatrick. And that'll negate the power play for the Stars. And with 1:04 remaining, we'll go down into the Stars' end. This one sent around the boards to Mullins. She'll flip this one out to center, but Dickey picks it up. Dickey working in. Her shot just goes wide. She'll work her way in, send Fitzpatrick to the ice. Duguay and Larkin both on their way to the box. Couple of roughing penalties, I would assume. Referee's getting things set here at center ice, and then we'll be set for the face-off. Now another player being sent to the box is Wilcox. Will make it a trio in the Kraken penalty box. Now Myers has a shot back from the point, a high stick called on the play, and now LeBlanc will touch up, negate the high stick, and now Mullins has it back. She's driving in. Gonna work out front, and that shot just goes off the stick of Gillespie up into the netting. Just over 30 seconds left to go here in the second period. Good chance there from the Stars breaking in on the power play. Face-off one by the Kraken, back into the corner, and now Cosman's on it, working down there with Bex in the corner. Two forwards out there on the penalty kill for the Kraken, with Cosman, the lone defender. Cosman ties this one up in the corner. Now it's worked in front. Gillespie will cover that one in front with 4 seconds to go. Face-off one. LeBlanc will send that one back to the point. Time will run out on the clock, and that'll do it through 40 minutes of play. The Down East Auto Parts Stars lead the Fundy Kraken 3-0 here at the Q-Plex. For High Button Sports, my name is Dayton Camo, and we'll be right back for the third period right after this.
Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross & Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cast. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family-owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross & Sons, scrap metal made simple. Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross & Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cast. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family-owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross & Sons, scrap metal made simple. Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross & Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cast. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family-owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross & Sons, scrap metal made simple. Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross & Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cast. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family-owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross & Sons, scrap metal made simple. Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross & Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cast. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family-owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross & Sons, scrap metal made simple.
"20 more minutes to go here on High Button Sports. A 3-0 lead for the Down East Autopart Stars over the Fundy Kraken. And a 4-on-3 power play for the Stars to start the third period. We're off, and referee takes a stick off the draw. Referee will point to the dot. We'll get a face-off. Good to see him back up. And we'll get set for a face-off here right outside the Kraken blue line. Boulier jumps back onto the ice. She'll be first on it there for the Kraken. Ella Boulier up to Heidi Bex. Bex sends this one out to neutral ice. It's back down to Citron. Citron's on it, and now that'll be an offside call as Boulier jumps on it outside the Stars line, and we're going to face off right here. LeBlanc backs out there for the Kraken. Citron picks it back up, sends it across ice to Player. Player looks like she got stuck there in the wet ice. Ice still sticky in some parts. Now Boulier behind the net makes a move there on McGinnis. Now a quick up taken away by Player at the top of the zone. Boulier back to get it again. And now onto the power play go the Stars. Citron back at the point. She's going to walk in, send a shot just wide. That one was almost labeled high blocker side. And the Kraken, they've got two right-handed catching goalies, Mara Gillespie and Mike Chesson. Not something you see every day, but both of their goaltenders, right-handed catching goaltenders. Maybe something a little different for a shooter to have to work in and try and deal with. Now the puck gets sent down into the Stars, and Myers sends it up the wall. Marshall sends it back in. Bradley has it at the line. She makes a move, gets taken down. No call on the play. Now LeBlanc has a chance to break in. LeBlanc has this one roll off her stick. Now she's going to pick it up at the half wall. Taken away by Lutley. Lutley sends it up the wall to Mullins. Mullins chips it in. And now LeBlanc sends it back to Boulier. Up the wall she goes to Ricketson. Now Matheson sends it back cross ice. McKenzie and Walker coming in. Walker going to the net, but McKenzie's shot into the corner. Now it's back out to center ice. This one going back to Myers at the point. It's out to neutral ice as Matheson breaks in, but this one's taken away by Little. Drop back to Boulier. Behind the net she goes. Stops up. Up to Little. Now it's back to Boulier in the corner. Taken away from her. It's Braylon Walker. Gonna send one out front, and that one's just off a stick into the corner. Now penalty call coming as Young makes her way to the bench. It'll be a hooking call as Larkin and Duguay exit the box after their offsetting calls earlier in the second period. Now a face-off coming in the offensive zone for the Stars as Cosman gets sent off. Now back to the point. Shot by Gandon, can't make it through. Now it's McInnes. She'll try and send it down, lost in the skates of the referee, and now it's back up to the half wall. McInnes drops it there for player. She's gonna send it across ice, but this one gets sent down the ice by Bex, and Young's out to pick it up. Bex sends it deep into the Stars' end. Now Citron working her way up. She's going to take a long shot and drifted that one behind the net. The Stars are offside. They'll have to touch up, creating a good chance for the Kraken to break out. But this one's back onto the stick of Citron and wide to the other side of the ice. Citron working her way across the line. This one gets past Lutley and back to the Stars' blue line. It's Mullins on the right-hand side. She can't send that one in, and it's back for Myers. Myers will chip this one up the boards, but she's pinned there by Ricketson. Now Myers sends it all the way up the ice. A good hand-eye in the middle of the ice by Mullins to knock it down. The Stars are offside. She'll touch up. And you hear the Kraken coaches pleading their case for a face-off to be all the way down. They won't get it. And this face-off will come right outside the Kraken blue line. 15:05 to go here in the third period. Now the Stars trying to make something happen here in the offensive zone. LeBlanc picks it up behind the net, send it across to Leger. Picked up by McKenzie in the corner. Now Leger will poke that behind the net. Boutelier there to pick it up. She'll send this one out to the line, and it'll make its way down. Not enough for icing as Myers picks it up off the glass. Now back around the net as Larkin sends that one up. It's picked up by Little at the center line, and now it's sent back down to Larkin. Larkin has that one poked off her stick. Little has it in front. Back to the point. Duguay sends a shot in front. Chance on the rebound for the Kraken, and that one just goes wide. Little first on it in the corner. Now Somerville gonna walk in front. That one's poked off her stick, and away goes Walker. Breaking down the far side wall. Tried to break out in front. She takes a tumble over her stick there, and this one's worked out to center ice by Duguay. Duguay now, she has a chance for a shot. She's going to send that one in. Young sends that one aside, and now a quick chance for the Kraken here at the top of the zone. Bex can't get a good stick on that one. It's into the corner for Garnett. Garnett tried to walk it out, sends it back to the point. Now Cosman's shot back to off the pad of Young. Now another chance in front. Back to the point. This one skips over the stick of Duguay. Now they'll reset here in neutral ice. Cosman gonna try and work one through a couple of bodies, and now they'll be sent back down into the Kraken zone. Boutelier up the wall. Tried to hit Bex, and Bex is on the chase. This one gets to the point to Boutelier. Her shot just goes wide of the net there, and Ricketson's on it, but Mullins will get to it first. Back up the wall. Ricketson and Mullins battling forward along the far side on the half wall. Penalty coming. This one will be coming to the Kraken. Looks like Looks like this will be Dickey going to the box. Got a tripping call on the play, so she'll go for 2 or less for the trip, and the Stars will go back to the power play. Face off one by the Stars. Just quick shot on the short side, saved by Gillespie. Double minor handed out to Dickey. These are 4 minutes on the clock. Don't think I've ever seen a double minor for a trip, but it is what it is. Back to the point. Citrom sends it back. Got along the near side wall, and this one gets sent back to Citrom at the point. She's going to make a move, make 2 moves, walking in, driving wide, and this one gets turned aside by Gillespie. Now Citrom down low, tried to center one out front to Matheson. Can't get a stick on that one, and now Lutley's on it. She'll try and do a give and go there with Mullins, but this one's sent back down into the corner. Now another penalty called. A cross check coming to Leger. I definitely missed that one. Now 5-on-3 for the Stars. Matheson on the draw. She wins this one back, and now Myers will send it to Walker, whose shot goes wide. McKenzie picks it up. Now Walker behind the net. Back to the point, down low. Now this one finally gets sent back down to the Stars' end. A couple seconds will tick off on the clock on the penalty kill here for the Kraken. And now another chance set in front. This one's turned aside by Cosman. Now this pass goes wide into the corner. Larkin at the point. She'll send a shot through. This one's turned aside. And now Boulier sends it to the point. Kept in by Myers. Now Matheson. Walking in, she'll send it across to Myers. Myers sends a shot through. This one turned aside by the blocker. Another scramble in front, and this one's covered up by Gillespie. 10:05 to go here in the third period. (37-18). The shots on net in favor of the Stars. We'll get Player and Mills back in on the draw. Sent back to the point, but this one's kept in at the line by Fitzpatrick. She'll walk in, try to send it back in her front, and nice tip. And that one puts the Stars up 4-0. So the Stars extend their lead to 4 here late in the third period. A chance for the Kraken now to get something going and get one back. Bex. She's forechecking down there in the offensive zone. Now the Stars will work this one up through the middle. Now Player works this one up the sidewall, but LeBlanc sends this one down in deep. Bradley picks it up there for Mullins. Now Mullins gonna drive wide. Hear the goal call on that last goal. McQuiggan from Fitzpatrick and Player. Now back to the point. This one's sent down to the half wall. It's Fitzpatrick. She'll try and work it up, but now it's sent back down to Mullins. Mullins elected for the draw pass, but it's on the stick of Legier. She'll pin Ellie Mullins to the boards. Legier taken down by Fitzpatrick. Now it tries to work it back out front. It's all the way back to the point to Citrome. Citrome sends a shot in front. It hits a body, and now that'll be covered up by Gillespie. Looked like that one went off the body of Ellie Mullins in front. Couldn't make its way to the net. But a face-off will come to the right of Mara Gillespie. Face off one into the corner, and Marshall's on it, sends it to the point. Can't get out now. This one finally gets out. It's a race for it. Lutley will get to it first. Now she sends it up to Mullins. Mullins gonna drop it there for Lutley. Now she's got a chance in front. Shot saved by Gillespie off the blocker. Now this one's sent back out to center ice. Dickey back out of the box. We're back to even strength. Pass off the back of the shin pad. Lutley gets turned aside, and now Lutley sends it back to Larkin up to the center of the ice, and Duguay picks it up. She's going to drive wide just onside, but that'll be called at the line. Face off one back by Dickey, and it'll be sent to the line, but not out. Now Somerville works her way in. Shot blocked in front by Myers. And now Boulier and Walker. Walker sends this one across. Player, McKenzie breaking in. McKenzie couldn't get a stick on it in front. Now it's to the point. Couple sticks on it for the Kraken, and now Somerville tried to get it to the line, but not out. Now it's in front. Gillespie will cover that one up, and we're going to face off here with 7:10 to go in the third period. Shots now 41-18 in favor of the Stars. So be a face off to the left of Mara Gillespie here with a good chance for the Kraken to break out. And now Mills will send this one deep. Ricketson on it in the corner. Walker sends this one around the boards to Cosman. She'll get there and send it back down deep. Myers up the wall. Now puck battle along the near side wall, and now McKenzie gets to center, gets to the line, and chips it in. Legier up to Ricketson. Ricketson got it through center. She'll send it down deep into the Stars' end. This one's up to wall. McQuiggan battling in there for it with Ricketson and Bex, but this one gets sent around the far side. And now McInnes able to get this one down deep. Player puts it back in. McQuiggan gets a stick on that one. And now it's sent back down deep by Maya Larkin. Now Mullins on it. She's working her way in the offensive zone. She's got a lane. She's going to work out front off the bar. Now Mullins again. She works it back to the point to Fitzpatrick. Worked in front, and that one snagged out of the air by Gillespie, making her 38th stop of the afternoon. Boulet picks this one up behind the net. She's going to go for a skate up the half wall and finds Little breaking in. Now Fitzpatrick picks this one up the wall to Lutley. Tries to find Mullins breaking in. She's going to have the puck bounce off her stick, and we'll get an offside call here with 5:08 left to go in the third period. Now, McKenzie breaks it in. Back to the point to Gandalf. Gandalf sends a backhand down the wall, but it's picked up and now sent back down by McKenzie. Boulia picks it up behind the net for the Kraken. Now Walker. Out to center ice. It's picked up at the point by Gandalf. Gandalf's shot can't get through. And now Dickey away. She'll send it off the ice. Gets into the feet of the linesman, but now it's back down for Somerville. She'll race onto it. Poked away from her, and now Somerville's got it again. Shot in front, and that one tipped in front, and Tegan Young will cover that up. And we'll get a face-off here to the right of Young with just under 4.5 to go. Mills will come in to take the draw for the Kraken. Now Player gets sent out of the draw. McQuiggan comes in to take it. Myers will be first on it. McInnes sends it up the boards. Cosman has it there at the line. Bex. This one's sent around to Ligier. Now McQuiggan, her pass off a shin pad. Now Player has a chance to break in wide. And that one's saved off the blocker of Gillespie. Player's on hat-trick watch here today. She's got 2. Had a hat-trick from Ellie Mullins yesterday. Face off one back, and Bex will pick it up behind the net for the Kraken. She's got time. She's gonna send a long pass. Tried to hit Little with that one through a skate, and that one will go back down the length of the ice for an icing call. Gillespie getting some gear situated before the face-off, and we're back underway with Fitzpatrick sending it out front to Lutley. Lutley spinning, and her shot just goes wide through the crease, and now it's back to Fitzpatrick. To Little. She sends this one out to Mills at center ice. She's going to get the red line and send this one deep. Fitzpatrick around the back of the net to Bradley. Back to Fitzpatrick. Up the wall to Mullins. Mullins going to chip this one out to the red line, but can't get past her defender. Now a penalty coming here for the Kraken, or for the Stars. It'll be the captain, Ellie Mullins, heading off for 2 or less. Four minutes to Ellie Mullins is the call on the play, so a double minor for head contact, and the Kraken will be on the power play for the rest of this game. Boulier sends it back to Duguay, up to LeBlanc. LeBlanc gets bodied off the puck, and now it's back to Duguay. And this one gets sent down the length of the ice. Boulier back to play it. Now, loose puck gets sent back down the ice by Gandon, and now it's another regroup here for the Kraken. Boulier, quick feet, sends this one out through center. She's gonna skate up, try and make a move there, and this one gets sent back down to center ice. Player's gonna be the first one on it for the Stars. She's electing to dump that one into the corner, and now it's picked up by Bex. Bex makes a move there. Sets up behind the net. Passes it off to Cosman. Now a pass up through center. Can't find a stick, and now Somerville trying to work her way forward. Cosman's going to find it at center ice and work her way in. She gets ridden into the boards there. Now Somerville sends a shot through. It's off the pad. And now it's a battle behind the net. Loose puck comes out in front, and Lutley sends it down the ice. Now Marshall behind the net, sends a pass out front. This one's put back in by Lutley. Now a chance for the Kraken to break in. Somerville sends this one deep. .30 to go here in the third period. Back to the point. Duguay walks in, sends a slap shot up top. Saved by Young, and now scramble in front for the Kraken there. Try and get one before this period ends. And now Larkin sends this one down the ice. 5 to go. And this one gets sent the length of the ice. As the Down East Auto Parts Stars complete the weekend sweep of the Fundy Kraken here at the Q-Plex from Quispam Sis. Make sure to tune into highbuttonsports.ca for the rest of the Sunday. I know the ALDS is going on, but I bet you could find some time to tune into High Button Sports as well and continue watching some great hockey action from all across the Maritimes. My name's Dayton Camo, tuning out from the Q-Plex. We'll see you next time.